G'day, I'm Ian Luff. I've been involved in four-wheel drive and off-road driving for a very long time, and I guess you could say that people buy four-wheel drives or SUVs for a variety of reasons, whether it be towing, camping, all those sorts of things. And when you start modifying a vehicle to cope with the rigours of off-road driving, it needs to be done in a professional manner. In our case, the Triton training vehicle here, we fitted driving lights and a bull bar, which actually dropped the front end of the car dramatically. So we enlisted the services of the Ultimate Suspension Company and the man behind it, Mr. Ken O'Keefe.
Well, we started in 1976, so we've done a few vehicles in that period of time, seen quite a few changes. With suspension, probably the most important point is the weight. With suspension, everything is relative to weight, whether it's just a bull bar and a winch or some accessories in the back, you're towing, or if it's a workhorse, most important, the load that you're carrying or towing. So what we do before we recommend any fitment for a customer, we get them to bring the vehicle in, we weigh the vehicle, we measure the vehicle, we then ask them questions about what they're doing, load carrying, towing, so that we have a full picture, and then we can custom build a suspension to meet their requirements. So it's not just one off the shelf, it's a fully integrated suspension to meet the individual needs. So the whole idea is that when your vehicle suspension's set up, you've got to allow for the amount of movement once the load's applied to the tow ball. So you must know the tow ball weight. Then once you know the tow ball weight, you calculate that into the choice of springs, so that when the caravan's hooked up, the vehicle will go down and sit level, never tail down. Your sat then will lift the front, you lose safety, steering, braking. So what we've worked out the vehicle needs after speaking to the customer, getting all their requirements, is the full Ultimate Suspension Trick Kit. That is set up to suit the individual requirements rather than one off the shelf. So we weigh the vehicle, we discuss the future needs of the vehicle with the client, we set it up to suit their individual needs. The coils and the springs carry the load, and the ultimate shocks control the return. When we introduce GVM upgrade suspensions, we also recommend DBA brakes. The DBA slotted rotors have the advantage of being made here in Australia, Australian design, kangaroo paw for better air circulation, less distortion with heat, and now DBA have their own pads, so a great combination. And as you're carrying extra weight or towing, you need extra brake performance, that's where we recommend DBA. The same as we have different coils for different applications, we have different shock absorbers to control those coils. Everything's relative to weight. Now if you move the weight on a vehicle up high, say on a high roof vehicle or something with a roof rack, we even make shocks that are coil over to maintain extra stability. In a lot of applications, if people fit long range fuel tanks, they haven't got room for sway bars, we then can give them the stability in the vehicle with fitting a coil over shock. These here are the struts. They're the front shocks on like the Triton we're working on now, and for Prados, Hiluxes, and most of the four-wheel drive pickups. The strut is a single shock absorber with a seat and the coil mounted on top. This here is available with all different heights, different coil rates, and of course we can change the valving to match the coil.
Well, there you have it. Project Triton completed, and from my perspective, driving the vehicle off-road, it's an amazing transformation. What Ken O'Keefe and the team did at the Ultimate Suspension have really improved the drivability. We've got extra clearance for getting over the rough stuff, but the most important message of all is, yes, get the right advice, but maybe consider doing a four-wheel drive program with us. We'll teach you how to better use your vehicle in a safe, controlled environment, and it's fun too.